Yes.
Yeah.
But, like, the comparison, like, with me and some of the other guys.
So that'd be something neat to see, the Harris Centers.
The Pirates playing in Williams.
Welcome to another sports podcast, episode 53, the home of sports talk for everyone. I'm David.
I'm Jason.
Well, we got our favorite umpires back in the news.
Everyone's favorite umpires back in the news. Not just our favorite.
Yeah, Angel Hernandez is back in the news for trying to sue MLB once again. Again is the key word there.
Yeah, so he previously sued them in 2017, stating he was being discriminated against due to his race. He was born in Cuba, and that was based on the fact that he had previously not been assigned to work a World Series since 2005, and he had been passed over for crew chief positions on several occasions. He did serve as an interim crew chief from 2011 to 2016. However, he was not made a permanent crew chief. MLB stated that Hernandez did not capitalize on that opportunity and did not rise to the occasion. And that is also based on him having 3 calls overturned in the ALDS in 2014.
Yeah, after watching the highlights of that game, just looking at his face, like after the calls got changed, it's just like, oh, my bad. It's like, really? But the fact that he's trying to sue them for discrimination, to me is a little ridiculous, despite what has he done. To me, he's just not, even players think he's a horrible. Everybody thinks he's unbelievable. Players, other umps probably think he's horrible.
Pardon my French, he's in the fuck around and find out era of his career.
Yeah, I could see that.
I thought of that phrase
sure.
as soon as you said about talking about this, so I had to work it in sooner than later. But no, seriously, like he is literally, he's the bottom of the barrel of major league umpires. Like I'm legitimately surprised he's still an umpire. And I have to correct myself. I said it was. Yeah. So I have to correct myself. I said it was the 2014 ALDS. It was the 2018 ALDS. So he was slated to work the 2018 World Series, but lost that due to having 3 calls overturned at first base during the 2018 season, and then having 3 calls overturned during Game 3 of the 2018 ALDS. So altogether in 2018, he had 6 blown calls. 3 in the division series between the Yankees and Red Sox. That's what cost him his World Series slot.
And the fact that those 3 weren't in the same inning, like back to back to back, almost. I think it was, or something close to that. I'm trying to remember.
He's currently the 10th worst umpire in the league when it comes to ball and strike accuracy.
I was gonna say there's ones worse than him. Damn.
He's the 5th least consistent umpire in the league, and that's not exactly an area where MLB would like their crew chiefs to be. So he's right in his own fate.
Pretty much. I just don't feel like how he could be a crew chief despite he has been this horrible. And the fact that he's going after MLB because of discrimination, but
that's an older lawsuit. This is a completely different.
Well, no, I thought he was going. I thought this was. Oh, right. I think this one was for the promotions and all that.
Right.
From what I was
reading. The previous one was him claiming discrimination based on his race. This is him stating he's being passed over unfairly. But if you look at the numbers, Angel, you suck. Okay, you're the shits.
I mean,
you have no good.
He's the shits, all right. I mean,
when you have players arguing for the other team to you,
yeah, that's pretty bad.
you're not good.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, he's
Bugs
expecting to be
Bunny called
promoted.
fairer strikes and balls, man.
I mean, he's trying to get a promotion by not doing any work. It's basically the run of this, but you wonder why.
I mean, he's doing the work. He's just doing really bad work. And he's been at this since 1991.
You would think he would have gotten a little better.
And you know who this hurts more than anyone? This hurts the guys that are in his crew. Because the other three umpires don't get a shot at the World Series because he's so bad.
It's always that one guy in the group that ruins it for everybody else, just like in school. We all get partnered up, and that one guy.
So here's a few other ones. So in 1998, he was behind the plate for a game between the Mets and the Braves. In the 11th inning, Braves runner Michael Tucker tagged up on a fly ball. Hernandez ruled that Tucker was safe, even though replay showed that catcher Mike Piazza beat Tucker and that Tucker never touched home plate.
That's about right.
I mean,
here's the thing. I understand if it's close, like if it's like a fraction of a moment where when the ball hit in the glove and the foot on first base or whatever, I could see that where it's just like a hairline decision.
Here's another one.
But some of the calls he has been screwing up are really obvious calls.
2013, he served as the crew chief for a game between the Athletics and Cleveland. In the 9th inning, he and two other umpires ruled a hit by Athletics Adam Rosales was a double following a video review. MLB later acknowledged that it should have been called a home run. However, it was too late to overturn the game. The Athletics lost 4-3, and their manager, Bob Melvin, who argued the call to Hernandez, was ejected from the game.
Was this the one that it hit off the railing right above the home? Okay. Yeah, I seen that one. That one was clearly a blown call, even after a review. Because you could clearly see the ball hit above the home run line off the railing. And he still calls it a double. I mean, even video review, you're staring at it in slow motion and you still can't get it right. And yet you want a promotion. Ta-da! Da-da-da.
If he could just do his job competently.
I mean, I could see.
We're not saying
I could see making mistakes here and there, like small ones,
right? An umpire is a human being; they're not perfect. However, he's so not perfect. He makes not perfect look really good.
That's pretty sad. Well, during the 16, 17, 18 season, Hernandez's calls at first base were overturned in 14 out of 18 video reviews. But he wants a promotion. He wants to do the World Series, where basically he can make, he can
make or break a game.
Pretty much, yeah. I could see 1 out of 18, 2 out of 18, 3. But 14
again,
out of 18?
Because mistakes are going to happen because they're human. They're not perfect. This isn't the robo-ump. This is a real person who's gonna make mistakes and may not have the best visual at that moment of what's happening, depending on the play at the plate and so forth. However, he's so bad. He is so bad that I would rather have Helen Keller behind the plate than Angel Hernandez.
T-shirt. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that was bad. But no, yeah, he could probably do better blindfolded.
Watch him be blindfolded and his percentage of calls are better.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. I mean,
you know, while I'm salty and we're talking baseball, can I just say how much I hate Apple TV? Because I'm not paying for Apple TV to watch a Friday night Phillies game. And it seems like the Phillies have had a lot of Friday night games this year.
And it's always on Apple TV.
That's my mini rant.
One of many. All right.
Ugh, Angels.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm looking at a scorecard for him. And let's see here, come on, where's that? Oh, come on, computer. His accuracy is 31%. Expected accuracy for umps is 27. I mean, 31% accuracy. And they expect a 27. Right. I mean, to me that's wouldn't you think that'd be higher? Like for, an expected accuracy?
I mean, I would assume that's probably closer to like the bare minimum. So his percentile is the 31st percentile.
Okay, and I must have read that wrong.
His expected accuracy is to be in the 27th percentile. His percentile ranking in consistency is awful. Well,
looking at the one for missed calls, 4 pitches were called strikes. Or, I'm sorry, were called strikes that were out of the strike zone. Go figure. Where everything else was, it's the opposite. Inside was barely called strikes. Everything else, outside the strike zone were called strikes. Sorry, I just can't speak tonight.
You're good.
What's funny is when I look at the scorecard, all I see is Schwarber and Hernandez at that game where he was fighting for both sides of the plate.
Yeah,
both sides.
If you're arguing for your opponent, he's not good.
No, and Schwarber he was arguing for both sides of the game. Which, hey, he was at least, if anything, Hernandez was consistent.
He was consistently
bad.
Oh man.
I mean, how bad do you have to, like you said, how bad do you have to be for him to, for a player to fight on both sides?
See, pardon me. I genuinely believe that if he can do a better job behind the plate and not be so awful, his crew will probably get a shot at doing playoffs and the World Series. But you have to prove yourself to do that. This isn't, we're just going to hand it to you because you're one of the umpires and you have a crew. No, you got to earn it. So earn it. Do a better job instead of whatever. I'm preaching to the choir.
No, I just, it's funny how what was his name? An NFL ref, or not NFL, an NHL ref that the players actually respected. Oh, and I'm drawing a blank.
I mean, the NBA had the ref who took bribes. They just released a documentary on Netflix about him. I think he was working for the mob. I forget the exact.
Wes McCulley. When players ask who's reffing tonight and they hear his name, they actually are happy that he's there. Because this is a guy who actually tells you how it is. But I wonder, though, how the players feel like when they ask, hey, who's umpiring tonight? And they hear him, and they hear Hernandez. It's like, well, shit. We're screwed. Will he get his act together? Probably not. Will he see the World Series
the NBA
on
ref,
TV?
The NBA ref was under investigation from the FBI for betting on games, and he had connections to organized crime. That's what the NBA referee was dealing with.
Nice.
Yep. They can't all be good guys, I guess.
No, but too bad. I think a lot of games. I don't know. A lot of games.
Just do your job, Angel.
Yeah, he's no angel when it comes to that. On that note, before we go into a deeper soapbox, that's the end of the first. We'll be right back.